against the Max Best this week, and the challenge begins against Miami, who wins the tap wearing the red. Makai Cooper rolling off a screen from Woolfolk, who was good enough to play college football as a tight end if he wanted to. Here's Antoine going to work on Burton, and a strong start for Miami.
Yeah, great job by Antoine down low. Nice turn inside, and able to use the left hand for the easy finish.
Javon Hanna looking around. A lot of guys scored a lot of points for Western Michigan on Tuesday. Willis had the best day. Gets blocked here. Finally made some threes. They made 11.
Yeah, they had an excellent performance, and that should breed confidence as you're coming home now. You know you have a great opponent like Miami coming in, but maybe you could build off of that excellent performance against Akron with another strong performance.
No good on the three from Williams. Rebound and a reload, Hanna. Strickland right to work. Rebound finds its way to Cooper. Miami starting five, littered with talent. Keep an eye on five, Peter Suter. Kevin was talking about it in the open. He had a 40-point game against Air Force earlier this year. Woolfolk. Rebound, Williams. Starting five for the Broncos does not have Owen Lobsinger in the starting five. He's been coming off injury the last handful of games, so he's off the bench. Nice find to Burton. Sweet dish, Willis.
And Burton, of course, has had some big performances down low throughout the season. They've been able to lean on him in a scoring and rebounding capacity, and he's off to an early start here. The nice find from Willis.
Ian Elmer, who had 14 boards, gave it up. Kraft's first shot.
Now for the Broncos today, they must rebound the basketball. This, of course, has been a strong suit for them throughout the year, and so they need to continue that if they are going to find a way to ultimately board those misses from Miami, maybe even turn them into transition opportunities. Of course, the threes, they just had the 11 three-point performance against Akron. They need to keep that confidence as well, shooting the three.
What are your keys for Miami?
And of course, Miami today, of course, coming in white hot, 19-5, 10-1, need to be big down low. That's kind of an answer to that rebounding area that Western Michigan has been really strong at. They need to find a way to execute down low with shots like that, but also rebounding as well, and valuing the basketball going to be key for Miami.
Willis got blocked at the rim. Went into the trees, and it got sent away. You know, not only does Miami shoot the three well, they're just a good shooting team, nearly 50%. That time they got careless, and Willis got 8 points, couple of made threes at Akron on Tuesday, but he only played 16 minutes because he actually fouled out of that game. Strickland likes this matchup. Bullied his way inside. Missed the shot.
Nice help defense as well coming over, just trying to alter the shot in some way, but Strickland definitely had a mismatch in his favor there.
Potter sets the screen, races in off the bench. Suter stopped by Hanna. Late pressure coming. Cooper deep in the clock, got it.
What a three ball there for Makai Cooper. Great find from Suter to find him, considering that possession looked to be doomed for Miami, but you can never, ever count out their three-point shooting ability and their scoring ability. Makai Cooper finds a way there.
Well, this pass tipped out of bounds.
Length, they have some athleticism down low. They need to use that to throw Miami off the spot, and as well as closing out so that Miami's not just shooting threes all day long and knocking them down with ease.
Great job by Miami.
A bit of a reset here.
Willis off that 28-point performance Tuesday. Found Strickland on a nice drive.
Nicely done by Markai, who missed his first three shots, but a nice take to the rim and able to finish over some traffic.
Potter from a long way away. That is part of his game. He doesn't have a 7-footer. Willis hit the turbo. Chauncey, miss. Lobsinger rebounds. Tip, good. Williams got his hands to it.
There's that rebounding ability, grinding down low. The Broncos finding a way after Willis had the initial take, couple taps at it, and Williams able to put it home. Nice persistence there from Western Michigan.
Suter, rebound Lobsinger. He's been their best rebounder all year. Hannah ready to shoot it. Offensive rebound Lobsinger, and he got a
chances, in this case, in Ian Elmer's second foul, which is a big deal for Miami. Nicely done by the Broncos.
Broncos get E.J. Ryans into the game for the first time. Not a lot of room for Williams. Now Ryans deep in the clock. E.J. tough shot. Down to the floor, Miami takes it away, and they turn it over. Go. Donovan Williams, the theft. Shot fake, Donovan drive. How about Donovan Williams? Back into the game. It's a lot of man, 7-1. Reese Potter going to the floor. Donovan Williams, since coming into the starting 5 8 games ago, has been great. 10.5 points per game, 6 rebounds per game, and 5 already in this one. Here's Woolfolk bodying down Burton. Max did just enough. Williams spinning. Offensive rebound and a finish for Strickland.
They're just right now in the correct position to go after misses after a great take from Williams. Markai Strickland down low with a nice putback. Western with a 4 lead.
That's already their 6th offensive rebound. Nothing dropping for Miami. They haven't scored in 3 minutes. Double coming on Burton, and he threw it away. Likes to turn the temperature up on you. Shoot from anywhere and pressure you. Got to play 40 minutes against these guys. Woolfolk down low. Moon to foul.
The line.
We were talking about this earlier. High school outside of Cleveland. He had offers from Boston College, Cincinnati, Akron, but he's a hoops guy at heart, and his physicality has been evident early on.
Yeah, absolutely. Big presence down low. Reese Potter gives a little bit of a difference. I was mentioning he has 9 guys essentially that could all start. What a blessing.
Woolfolk cutting again. He's been the star early on for the Red Hawks.
He found his way nicely down low. Laser pass to find Antoine for 2. Miami working their way back after that slow start.
Moon thought about the 3. Finally got that 3-point shot going again at Akron on Tuesday. He'd been struggling. Ryan's ready to shoot it. Woolfolk again in there to grab a rebound. Chauncey Willis about to come back in as Moon.
Court offense, but not really a ton of movement. Not the passing you like to see. Not creating the quality looks you want to see offensively. So he's definitely missed out there. He's a big part. And the chemistry is so strong. Everyone's playing for each other. It just makes things so seamless. And right now, Miami just executing at another level in terms of all the results. It's led to 19 wins.
Broncos cannot stop Antoine Woolfolk right now. He's got 7 to the Miami 12, and they've erased an early deficit. Foul far away from the basket. Luke Skuljer, and Siri Lewis is in there too. Broncos still careful with Lobsinger's minutes. Donovan Williams again off a nice pass from Willis.
Yeah, big triple there for Williams, stepping away to that right wing in rhythm. 8 points early. Put Western up.
Skulljack the answer. We know one thing, Kevin. Miami will never lose confidence.
Yes, they will not. They are confident to shoot the 3, and Skulljack barely need any time to hoist that one up. The energy has stayed high with this team in particular, but when you see that you have 9 guys that can come in and log big-time minutes, it does help, especially when you get into a situation like this where you're on the edge of foul trouble.
Lead remains at 1 for Miami. Double on Suter. Found Cam Kraft. Suter gave it up. Evan Ipsaro
for Western Michigan. And that's certainly something they're going to have to keep up if they're going to hang around in this game.
A little bit of pressure here from the Redhawks. Burden down low. Hanna rebounds. Javon Hanna, yes!
Finds the ball, then puts it back up in between the trees. Nicely done by Javon Hanna.
Byers shot fake. Tap, no. Strickland the rebound.
Looked like Woelfel could have punched that one through for a dunk, but kind of mistimed his jump. And now the Broncos able to go the other way.
By the way, Western Michigan has 7 offensive rebounds. Miami has 7 as a team. Willis. Oh, man. That is a confident dude taking a tough shot.
Chauncey Willis again pushes this offense into a new dimension when he's able to come onto the floor. He distributes so well, then able to create his shot.
There's no foul call, so Coach Stevens got a technical protesting that. Thomas into the game, played some good D on Kraft. Great pass. Markai Strickland is a human highlight reel. I forget what Bible verse that is, Kevin. Clearly have to go back to Sunday school. It's Ezekiel something. It's Ezekiel something. I'll go watch the movie tonight. Suter couldn't get it to drop. Byers offensive rebound and finish. That was the first offensive rebound of the game for Miami.
And Byers, a young freshman that has so much talent for this Miami team. Almost gifted him 2 points there on that ball that went all the way back out to beyond the three-point line, and Byers opportunistic.
Strickland the miss this time. He's behind the play, Miami pushing. Strickland got back, so now Miami settles into the half court. Quick trigger. Couldn't drop for Byers. Strickland again. Markai. He got the rebound somehow and turned it over. Kraft one-on-one, blocked. Williams got a piece and a smart play.
Michigan with so many offensive rebounds early in this half. It just didn't lead to points in particular on that possession, but they're in the right position to do so.
Bronco bench didn't get that travel they wanted. Cooper back in, made the J.
Kai Cooper with a big 3 in this first half, and now finding himself open with room to work with in the painted area. Miami, a couple baskets in a row.
Markai Strickland, the follow. I definitely know he wanted to dunk that one.
He did, but he stuck with it again. Another second chance opportunity. Calmly finished off the window there for 2 more.
Cooper again. Rebound Williams. Starting to look like the offense the Broncos showed at Akron on Tuesday. Scored 92 points. Hannah thought Lobsinger was going to keep cutting. He stopped cutting. Suter the bump. Potter the 3. And we're tied.
And Suter had a nice lane to the basket. Of course, knocked over a Bronco in the process.
Williams flying in.
Always want to make sure that that's reciprocated right back. He said we've always been super active in volunteering throughout the community and here around campus.
Of their local community. Right now, all coach is thinking about is this team's turnover numbers are too high. That's their 6th turnover of the game, and now Javon Hanna's had a couple of bad throwaway passes. Hanna made up for it almost. Tipped Skaljak's pass away. Elmer. Interesting that Ian Elmer's on the floor here from Miami. They put him back in even with 2 fouls.
Yeah, and a big part of this offense, of course, one of those consistent contributors.
Siri Lewis cleaning it up. This is starting to get silly for the Broncos. They have more offensive rebounds than Miami has rebounds as a team.
Just completely owning the glass right now to a 24-10 margin so far.
Miami ice cold from three. Chauncey Willis.
Case Willis, a nice take in the finish.
Wolf. They get it to Elmer. Dribble handoff back to Ian Elmer. Sophomore from Cincy. Horizon up. Woolfolk, big boy rebound.
They needed that as well, starting to get some of those offensive rebounds going the other way.
Antoine Woolfolk's been really, really good. He's the leading scorer for Miami with 9.
And in some cases, keeping this Miami team close with his ability down low so far when the rest of the offense has struggled.
Siri Lewis. Rebound for Miami. 3 on 2. Stepping into a 3. Evan Ipsaro lighted up.
And Evan Ipsaro, with his recent play, has been essentially performing more like a starter and someone that Coach Steele could really slot in there if he needed to. And, of course, coming off the bench, a big 3 here to give his team the lead.
Yeah, Coach Steele was praising Evan's play when we talked to him yesterday. Williams, hot start, missed his last couple shots. 5-0 spurt for Miami. Ipsaro. Donovan Williams the rebound. 5 boards, 8 points already in this game. We've been talking about how they put Donovan into the starting lineup a handful of weeks ago, and he's been one of the better all-around players since they gave him more time.
Willis needs some help here out top.
Deep in the clock, and the Broncos are not moving. Williams blocked. Donovan blocked again. In Oxford, Ohio.
And he's certainly taken the points from each one that he's needed to, while also generating his own identity. He knew he had to be a man, kind of develop his own style as well to bring to this program. And he's
sophomore who's really good at shooting threes. Kraft, no. He scored 40 last game. He hasn't scored yet today. Chauncey Willis. How in the world did he make that?
Wow, what a finish for Chauncey Willis, rolling right down the lane.
And a tough finish on the other end. Byers scored it over Burton.
And that's what Miami does to you. Right after an awesome play on one end, they come right back and get 2 points to regain the lead. And then a nice defensive play as well turned in by Suter. And they're off and moving again.
Kraft shot fake. Ipsaro almost double dribbled there. Suter, great find. Byers was ready to shoot it. Corner 3.
And Byers heating up now too with 7 points in this first half. That's too easy for this Miami offense when they're able to find their key cogs in the corner there for an open triple.
Willis, foul. Lobsinger blocked. That is Miami's 4th block as a team. They are already above their season average in this game. Has tipped.
And part of that has been turning up that defensive pressure, and the 4 block shots have been a big part of that.
Block again. Ipsaro. Intercepted by the Broncos.
It was Williams, and it went off of him and out of bounds for a brutal turnover right back to Miami. Four-point lead, looking to build upon that.
Potter missed the front half. He's a good 3-point shooter, but he's not that great at free throws. He's 63% from the line, and he's 45% from 3 on the season. Make it make sense.
It's just that in-between range. Doesn't like it, apparently.
Long 2. Lobsinger, rebound, and finish. The Broncos have 13 offensive rebounds.
What a box out from Lobsinger after Willis barely grazed the iron. Easy putback for 2.
Big minute and a half to go. First half that has gone back and forth. Ipsaro, too strong. Tap back Cooper, lost the ball.
Too much confidence going to the rim for Ipsaro there. A strange, rare, easy bunny miss.
Who hasn't lost yet in the conference. Broncos are playing them tough. Javon Hanna. Woolfolk clears the rebound this time. Miami in a very advantageous spot. Can easily go 2 for 1 here. Woolfolk leans in. Fall away. Good defense there by Lopsinger. Hand of the push. Lopsinger. Cooper clears the board. We got a 4-second difference game and shot clock here.
Maybe missed an opportunity. He didn't attack that potential miss. Instead, kind of rolled back to defend. And that ball popped almost right back to Lobsinger. Maybe could have been an offensive rebound chance that got away. Instead, Miami may get close to the last shot of the half.
Deep in the clock, Byers. Now Peters, Suter. Nowhere to go. Broncos gotta go. Chauncey Willis. Little short.
Yeah, as you guys might have guessed, he said, we just need to be tougher. He said, give Western all the credit in the world, but we are being so soft with rebounds and just soft in general. As for the offensive side, he said, we need to shoot more threes. I think we're getting good looks at them, but just actually taking the shot. But overall, just being themselves and playing the kind of game that they know that they're good at, guys.
Start to the second half, Kara. Woolfolk into double figures. Drop one in right on Max Burton. And on the miss, and Antoine another rebound. We got to start watching a double-double here. 11 points and 4 boards. Pass tipped out of bounds.
Second half, Coach Steele has to be pretty happy about that.
Yeah, those 3 guys combined for 40 points per game for Miami. Cooper had the first basket for him. Pass picked off. Hanna looked like a defensive back. Got it inside. Burton the finish.
Nice roll to the rim from Burton. Good look down low. Easy 2 for Western Michigan.
Ian Elmer had to battle through foul trouble in the first half. Long 2. Wouldn't drop. And it's out of
those 2 quick fouls in the first half. Ian has not really been as engaged as he'd hoped through his first 10 minutes out here on the floor today. So that's a player that you know Miami's going to try and get going here in the second half.
Willis, good. Chauncey scored 28 at Akron on Tuesday. Now 8 in this game. You can tell that Miami's really focusing on him.
Yeah, they are, and he just kind of kept coming there, probing the lane just outside. Nice runner goes down.
Cooper good. Cooper completes the 3-point play. 6'1" sophomore from Bolingbrook, Illinois. About 30 miles from Chicago. As you may guess, there's a Midwestern influence on this Miami team. Unafraid to mine the Midwest. It's another way Western Michigan wants to build their program. Chauncey Willis from King High in Detroit. Here's Mr. Basketball. Oh, what a sweet dish to Hanna. Former Eaglet at Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Loving that find from Chauncey.
Chauncey with the great look, took the dribble, found an open Javon Hanna over in the corner. Great 3, and Western Michigan has the answer early on for Miami in this half. Well, for most of the game so far, that time a bad pass gives it back to the Broncos.
Willis, what a find to Lewis. Chauncey probing again.
They're just on a different level. We've said it multiple times, but offensively, when Willis has the basketball, he can score, he can find the man open going to the basket or hit Hanna for a corner 3 like he just did moments ago. They are competing in a big way against this Miami team because of him.
Kraft still
games, and Miami, it's been a reversal of fortune after seemingly everything going in against Toledo right now. Struggling here to
punch the padding, and now he's shaking out his hand. Shocker. Come on, man.
Oh, really wanted that too as well, a basket and one, but now just trying to get 1 point out of this possession.
Chauncey's free throws have gotten a lot better. There were times this year his free throw percentage was at 60%. Now it's 71%. Well, folk out, Reese Potter back in. Elmer. Lobsinger the rebounds. Broncos pushing with Willis again. Willis got a little space. Williams ready. Back tap, and the Broncos got it again. Their 14th offensive rebound. Can they pay it off? Hannah into the office. 7 on the
message was great from Coach Stevens at halftime. This team has responded.
Williams, drive and roll out. Tough break, and Miami's going to run. Strickland foul. Talking about how Miami's cycled through a lot of the team, trying to keep guys fresh throughout the season. And again, they go to the bench. They get it to Ipsaro, who they've loved the last handful of games. Driving here. Bouncing to Byers. Tough miss.
And a foul. From defending, really kind of shut him off from the rim there. But then a frustration foul on the backside of it for Miami.
Chauncey Willis. And a rebound for Skulljack. They got numbers. Byers foul.
Who's been a little slow out of the gates and throws, and Miami could take the lead this possession.
When you get these. And the inbound to Potter. Suter gave it up. Skulljack, no. Broncos pushing with Willis. Lobsinger.
Sorrow decided to give the foul.
Strickland, no. Potter had the defense late.
Ability for the Broncos today. Was a little surprised by the bear hug foul there. That was a pretty routine rebound there for Byers. Kind of felt like Western Michigan was giving one away, but nonetheless, we play on.
Field goal shooting is poor for both teams right now. They're both 0 of their last 4. That's a better look. Peter Suter for 2.
And able to work his way inside. First 2. Quite some time for Peter Suter. Just 4 points today. Did not see that coming. Him and Cam Kraft struggling.
Donovan Williams, what a take.
Into double figures now is Donovan with that nice take to the rack. Working one-on-one. Nice drive into the lane.
Lobsinger almost got it. Oh, what a catch by Skulljack. That thing was destined for the 3rd row. Ipsaro, much better pass this time. Skulljack's shot was ugly. Willis got the ball. Rolled it ahead. Muntu to the line.
Through the foul.
2 shots coming. Brandon's one of those guys. This again. Back in the day, in his class, he was a top 20 player in Canada, which has produced a lot of good basketball players in the last couple of decades. The potential NBA MVP this year, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, proud Canadian. Back up to a 3-point lead for the Broncos. Potter on a nice cut, and now Suter has a couple buckets in a row.
Starting to heat up, and it's all with just going to the basket. That 3-pointer will open up for him, I believe, as time goes on. But right now, taking what Western Michigan's given him.
Muntu shot fake. Brandon Muntu, how about it? Their season. The kick game is strong, and so is the last couple of minutes for Brandon Muntu off the bench. 4-point lead for the Broncos. This game, 4 points, feels like 14-point lead. Antoine Woolfolk back in. Cooper faking in the corner. Lost the basketball. Broncos on the run. Donovan Williams, offensive foul. That's his second foul, and they take him out for now. Ipsaro got a foul.
Hope you're ready for those free throws. We're going to see him.
Suter intercepted by Hannah. Another theft. E.J. Ryan's back in, giving Chauncey Willis a blow. Moon 2 deliberates. Passes to Strickland. Markai fouled.
When you're trying to cement your spot, or at least put yourself in better position to make the Mid-American.
They're 73% at the stripe.
A very noticeable advantage for the Red Hawks coming down the stretch in what could very well become a free throw game. But again, the offensive rebounds for Western Michigan, huge.
They're 15th. Hannah, floater. Another offensive rebound. Hannah pays it off, corner three.
Big time three for Hannah. Third time's the charm for Western Michigan. They just keep battling down low right now, and Miami does not have an answer for them on the glass.
Did get a foul.
Setting a nice screen, but also the importance of cheering on your teammates, picking them up maybe when they're having not such a great game. Guys really love it and really take pride in winning it, and it's been something that's played a huge role in the changing of the culture here at Miami, guys.
Well, right now, Kara, they got to generate some energy because Western Michigan has built this lead up to a couple of possessions, and they are just killing Miami on the glass. They're out rebounding them 41-23. Western Michigan has 16 offensive rebounds, which is often one of those stats coaches point to. It's about effort more than anything. Willis back in. Hannah's pass intercepted. He was hoping for Burton. Miami's top three scorers in this game, Elmer, Suter, and Kraft, have combined for only...
We're saying it as quite remarkable earlier when we were just a couple possessions into this for offense. They need their top players to rise to the top, especially on a day when the offense is not coming anywhere near as easy as it was the other day when they beat Toledo.
4 in a row to Miami. Back down to a 3-point game. Willis lost the ball.
To stop that drive, but so many options offensively when Willis is distributing the basketball.
Hannah got
Transition layup on the other end. Now we'll see that Western Michigan free throw percentage. He'll be tested here down the stretch. They'll need
women's college basketball. They have not been shooting 1-and-1 for a while, and a lot of high school basketball too, including here in Michigan. They don't shoot 1-and-1 anymore. So Javon Hannah making both of those. That's becoming a rare sight.
Take some of the drama out of it. You know, March Madness game comes down to a 1-and-1 missed.
Potter got stripped. Willis saved it to Strickland. And now Chauncey's racing ahead. Oh my goodness! Javon Hannah, send that thing to Sports Center.
It was all about the save, and then Willis with the beautiful run up the floor and the lob, and then they force another turnover. Western Michigan buzzing.
Offensive foul, Burton. Sports Center.
At 2 a.m.?
That's a little late for me. Maybe I'll see it on Instagram. I got a feeling that thing's going to be shared a couple of times. Suter got stopped. Potter, nice catch. Out of bounds off the 7-foot.
And instead, the Broncos get a huge turnover now and a chance to build upon the 7-point lead.
Willis, it's a 3 and a 10-point lead. Timeout.
Time high. Everyone in there was 100% locked in to that huddle, but a lot of just finish the jobs going on. Keep the energy high, but stay disciplined. Keep doing the little things that we know how to do correctly, and we're going to come home with a win as long as we do that today.
Willis finds Strickland. Clear. Oh, no. Oh.
Sort of dunk like that, energy play, but that's one where he would have just taken a layup. Like, let's get a 12-point lead here. That would have certainly sufficed, but now you give a little bit of life to Miami after what should have been 2 points the other way.
Cooper got a foul. Michigan team that now knows about finishing, and when you're facing a Miami team.
And the execution didn't follow, and in that case for Strickland it was. But still, a 9-point lead, you have to keep pushing, and most notably, you have to lean on one of those staples that if you're missing, you need to continue to crash that offensive glass and make plays while protecting the basketball.
Interesting sub, by the way. Brandon Muntu is in. He's got 4 fouls. Watch out for 7 and White. Got to be careful. Woolfolk deflected the entry pass. Got a steal eventually.
And right now, Miami's just kind of looking for a spark, right, of some sort. Let's see if they can get it on the offensive end here.
Woolfolk's been their best offensive guy. Had to throw it out. Ibsaro quick. Suter not there. Miami in this game from 3, 5 of 16.
Yeah, Suter and Elmer combined 0 for 3 as well. Excellent three-point shooters, but have not found the range and have not taken the shots either. And that's what Kara was mentioning right out of the break, too. Coach Steele wanted them to take more threes. They haven't taken a ton today, but the ones they have taken haven't fallen.
Hannah left alone. Lobsinger rebound and foul. And as we keep talking about with Miami's shooting ability, the Red Hawks are far from being done here with about 7 minutes to go.
Michigan can try and close that door. Opportunities like this, making your free throws, continuing to rebound the basketball at a high level, especially cleaning the offensive glass the way they have. At least you get 1 out of 2 on that possession. But Western Michigan needs to really throttle down here these last 7-8 because Miami's going to be coming hard here to try and come back and win this game.
Suter had no chance. Great defense, Strickland.
And his looks just have not been great. He had a couple layups earlier in the half, but a contested 3, a fall-away jumper there. It's not come easy for Suter today and this Miami Redhawks offense as a whole.
Willis, spin, score, and the largest lead of the game for the Broncos.
And that's what Chauncey Willis has been doing all game, carving up Miami, and whether he finishes himself or passes off, helping a teammate, he just continues to execute at a high level.
Suter stripped. Willis on the run. Chauncey Williams, the follow.
You just can never count an offensive rebound out from this team right now. They're so scrappy right now, crashing the glass. And even though Willis had the initial miss, Williams with the beautiful putback. 14-point lead. Wow.
Western was down by 2 at the half. Cooper not there. The Broncos in this game, rebounding, what they put on their mantle. They are out-rebounding Miami by 22. Miami has 24 rebounds in the game. No foul call.
The fouls that have been called more in this game have been kind of hand check fouls out top.
Broncos content to get deep in the clock. Willis. Williams almost got another rebound.
Thought he had for sure. Williams kept grinding and ultimately able to draw the foul and earn a trip to the line.
Points per game, just over 6 rebounds per game. And today, 12 points, 11 rebounds, and I got a sneaking suspicion that's the man we're going to be talking to, Carrawell, after the ball game here today. 13-1 run for the Broncos. Miami's got to have it. Ipsaro didn't have it. They saved it, though. What effort. That's what they've been looking for all game. Now Suter up and under. Miami does get a bucket, but they need more of that. 5 minutes to go.
Again, Suter's best game has been when he's been able to get inside or rolling to the rim. He's had a couple teammates find him, but 8 points the hard way for Peter Suter this afternoon.
Well, this almost lost it. Now Strickland. Offensive rebound and a foul. The momentum they built in that great effort at Akron on Tuesday has bled into this game on Saturday.
Yeah, the effort has continued in that capacity, and they've made enough shots to build quite a lead.
Strickland knocks them both down. It is a 16-point lead. The Broncos were down by 2 at halftime. Corner pop. Byers got it. That's why Miami's never really out of the game.
Yeah, big three for Byers there. Ipsaro, nice run along the baseline. Great find in the corner. Byers right in front of his bench trying to give them some life.
Willis all the way to the rim.
Chauncey Willis just taking that life away, though. Just so.
As for Western Michigan, we talked about that trip to Buffalo on Tuesday and then home a week from now for the familiar rivalry game against Central Michigan. Maybe a chance to start stacking up the dub.
Suter, just 8 points for Cam Kraft, who's just been a total non-factor. Him and Ian Elmer. And that's been tough to stomach for Miami. They've not been able to overcome it.
Wow, they called a backcourt. They said that.
Instead, turns into a turnover, of course.
And now Cooper gives it up. Chance for an and one.
And there may be some struggles down the stretch from the free throw line. This could be a completely different game. So Miami now trying to work their way back. Western Michigan has to focus and take care of the basketball.
Almost a steal, but they do get a foul on Suter this time. 25th. So Western Michigan team that 5 days before against Toledo and Bowling Green in their first couple of MAC games at home, lost. So this is a team that has had to battle a lot of mental adversity, and they're going to have to power through it here to take down one of the MAC's best. Coming up on 3.5 to go. Ipsaro threw it away.
So he tried to find a cutter along the baseline, ended up in a turnover.
Broncos no issues with the pressure this time. Starting 5 on the floor except for Lopsinger, who's been a starter most of the year. Shot clock to 5. Chauncey Willis. Williams, 24.
As a result.
It's the 4th on Byers. Those have now missed 6 in this game.
Got that one, but that's the 3rd straight trip where they split at the line. That's 3 points you're talking about that are not on the board that could be.
Suter got the foul and believing in one another until the end. So heck, you're down by 12 points, 2:55 to go, but you've built into your DNA. We don't.
But Peter Suter, Ian Elmer, as well as Cam Kraft, just inexplicably quiet games from all of them here. And even more surprising, missing 2 at the line for the Red Hawks, certainly hurting their chances to try and come back.
Miami pressure coming. Swarming like bees to try to get a steal. Deep in the clock again, Willis. Chauncey still got that ball. Chauncey Willis, a born score.
Just keeps working his way into the lane. Awesome play there by Willis, who kept coming, muscled up and scored a big basket.
Byers the answer, but Miami can't really afford to go shot for shot anymore here.
Byers with 16 big points for Miami today. There's a good chance. We thought maybe we would see Suter's 1,000 point today. He's just 17 away coming in, but has been held to 8.
Oh, they tried Strickland again. That's okay, though. They get to kill more clock. Pressure coming again. Lobsinger inside. Willis outside. That's going to be a shot clock violation. Pulse for Miami, but it's fading fast. Quick trigger. Byers got it. We're back down to 9.
One-man wrecking crew with 19 points now. Byers in this game.
Strickland right to the rim.
Smart play by Strickland, though, and went for the more vintage layup that time as his team tries to close out a win.
Pissarro scores, and Travis here that the game's never over till it's over. Get into
A 1-and-1 situation, but all in all, you want to make a couple of these. They've had a lot of split trips in this second half. That's better. Over the hump in a huge game against Toledo just a couple days ago, and Western Michigan has struggled and has lost some games maybe that they certainly would love to have back. You're going on the road, a matchup you probably should win because you're the more talented team, and today Western Michigan has brought more energy. They've seemingly had more fight today.
Pissarro scores. Pressure again. Hannah not fouled yet. Strickland getting a foul.
To finish off the day. It's been a nice day, though, for Markai. We highlighted him off the top, and his athleticism, his scoring ability has contributed to that.
He's 0-3 at the line, though. 0-4. Miami still has a pulse. Need points and fast. Cooper, yes! 6-point game.
Have to take
back up to 41.1.
They're flat out a different team when he's executing at this sort of level.
One more coming. Ice in those veins. Got them both. Cooper just made a 3. Taking a lot of time here. Suter. Rebound Williams, and the countdown begins. Miami's not going to foul again, and that means this thing's going to go down as maybe a season-changing win for Western Michigan. The crowd clapping and listen to it with 10 to go. Western Michigan.